Welcome to another audio chitty chatty. So, the infamous topic glue. Elmer's glue, cement glue, wood glue. You get the idea of it's glue, right? You could say blob. It's all the same shit. Look, back in the day, glue. Uh, the MCI room that I used to work in, we didn't have a bus compressor. Some other studios, we had a limited amount of other things, and they pretty much went into the track more so because mastering would put that final compression, would cut it right with loads of dynamics ready to transfer to vinyl. So, fortunate, I worked in a SSL room almost, well, every day for quite some time, and the bus compressor we used, it was there, it sounded great, uh, but my tracks were a little bit OTT, over the top, and basically, we used to smash that sucker. If it sounded good, it sounded good. SSL desks in general don't sound good when you really push them, but the compressor has balls, and it would push back and kind of, you can do it hot. We used to tap it, whatever the song really needed. But for the most part, in my home studio and my other studios, I didn't have a bus compressor. It was far too much money to get all that. And so the way to achieve the glue was the input trim on the mixer with a gain, whatever you want to call it, on the mixer. So getting that distortion on every channel, whether it's gained up or not, all of those things sum together in the analog path will have glue. Any engineer that tells you, oh, it's all about the mix bus, if they've been working on consoles, they already know it's in. You're okay doing it on your mix bus to kind of shape just the rest, but if the gain and how everything's passing through gear definitely adds that glue right away. And a lot of people that do analog, they can mix fast because everything is gelling together more. So just wanted to throw that out there. If you're not, if you're just starting out, I really don't recommend putting anything on your mix bus, maybe except for a meter. If you can't mix without a crutch on your mix bus when you start out, then that makes you focus on what's going on in the track internally. And especially if you're starting out, you probably don't understand how to compress stuff. So if you put all that stuff on your mix, oh, you'll be causing more problems than not. So, you guys, we're doing audio chit chat, talk about stuff, and I just gotta say, don't do anything on your mix bus until you really understand the tools that you're working with. I mean, it's enough to go through multiple tracks when you're starting out and being able to put them all together in a way that you would actually be happy with it. So you don't need stuff on your mix bus. However, if you do have one single plugin, and I do it no matter what, you add a trim plugin on the master bus, and then you put a meter after that. So if you're overloading, you always have a buffer. Maybe even take the gain and lower it by 1 dB or 2 dB so you're not clipping. And then if you put it back, you'll see, and if you look on the meters on your interface, you'll see tracks when they spike up, spike down, and so you could kind of, even it all out. Until you learn how to do all that stuff, avoid it. Really avoid it. It's just going to frustrate you and put you in a place that you think everything you're doing is wrong. And that's it. No one's telling you that, right? But the reality is, just learn how to use your tools And as we go forward, we're gonna get busy.